guys, welcome back to the Wealth of Self-Development. I'm currently sitting, I went for a little walk and I'm sitting in the middle of a river, climbed across all of the, I started from that side and I did a little journey. I was jumping on some rocks to get to where I am now. Now we're rolling. This is so fun. I just wanted to talk to you guys about an experience I had with my meditation today. Before I begin, I would like to say I'm no expert at meditation, but I do definitely condone it. I think that it's an incredible tool and it's an incredible experience. But you really have to know what it's meant to do for you. You have to go in with an intention. But the thing is, there are different types of meditation for different reasons and different things. So some might give you focus and some might allow you to reprogram your subconscious mind, and some might allow you to open up your heart chakra or your, there's lots of different specific ways. The same as if somebody is more of a visual learner than an auditory learner. Because if somebody is a visual learner and they're learning through sound, that's not really going to help them. Or if they are learning, if they need to know the key of the music, but they're learning it from a sheet, that's obviously not going to work for them. So you need to pick the right type of meditation for what you want. So you have transcendental meditation, you have focus meditation, there's lots of different types. So you really have to be focused on or in tune with what you want to gain from that meditation. But from my experience, what I've found is that the less you put pressure on it, the more results you will get. Because if you expect a certain result, the chances are you're going to be disappointed with your meditation because that thing that you expected to happen didn't happen. And that's the beauty of it, because you can never, sorry, it's quite windy right now. You can never predict what's going to happen. I think it's really important to have an intention, but I think that you should let go of the expectation. Otherwise, you'll just be tied to that, and anything that happens past it could disappoint you. Don't get me wrong, if you put your intention on something and you expect a result and it works for you, I'm all about that. I'm happy for you. Like, that's the most amazing thing. I'm just talking about being present in the moment, setting the intention, but then releasing that expectation, and wonderful things happen. So I'll give you an example as to what happened with me today. I was listening to an audiobook, and this is actually becoming one of my favorite audiobooks right now. It's by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and it's called Becoming Supernatural, and it's all about reprogramming the mind and the body and allowing them to work in harmony together. So I was doing a meditation of his, and it was all about blessing the energy centers and also just bringing the energy through your cerebral spinal system and up through the autonomic nervous system, and allowing that energy to flow back through you so you can become magnetized again and start attracting things into your life. But what happened was, when I got into about 50 minutes of the meditation, and that's rare for me, by the way, I usually have a very short attention span and I'm not able to meditate, which I think is completely fine, because not everyone's going to be perfect. It took us years and years and years to learn how to read and write. So you just have to keep going with it. But anyway, I was doing this meditation and he got to the point where he was like, just imagine the life that you want and how you'll feel. And it was right when, and it was obviously planned, it was when you're at your most receptive, and this would have been a subconscious reprogramming, when you're your most receptive, because you're in theta brainwaves. And he said, just imagine where you are. And I started to feel that feelings through his direction. And I just completely started bawling my eyes out. Completely bawled my eyes out. And it was a really humbling experience. And part of me was thinking, well, I've got to stop crying because I'm meditating. But then the other part of me, which I'm glad I listened to, was like, just release it, just let it go. And I did. And I was just sitting there still thinking all of these incredible emotions and feelings and thoughts, but I was crying, and it just felt so amazing. It was tears of joy. It wasn't tears of sadness. It was, I finally got it. I finally understood how the future would feel for me. And that's kind of why I'm sitting out here, because I'm like, I just want to live in the present right now. It's my day off, and Megan and Daxon are in PEI. And I was indoors and I was like, what shall I do today? And And I realized that if you don't want to do something, it's because it's not in alignment with who you are or your subconscious programming thus far. So you need to really listen to yourself. What do you want to do? Today, I wanted to come back to mine and Megan's spot. And then when I got here, I had no expectation. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna climb over these rocks and see where that takes me. I actually went quite far, and I'm really glad that I did. But had I have expected to come here and sit under that tree, and then it was overgrown, which it is, then I probably wouldn't have enjoyed myself as much as just living in the moment and doing what I want right now. So that's why when I was crying, I was like, well, this is me being present right now. If my body is signaling to me that I need to cry, then I should be able to accept that and move through it and embrace those feelings, because what's the point in having feelings if you don't allow them to work, you know? And I think that's where a lot of people get blockages, because they're always thinking that they have to be a certain way because of how other people think that they should be, rather than how they think they should be. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, I'm feeling very zen, I'm feeling very blissful. I may even do a quick 10-minute meditation out here with the beautiful sounds of the water. It's a really, really stunning scenery. But yeah, guys, I'd really love to know what your meditation experience is like, and you know, any practices that work well for you, or anything that you've tried, or maybe you have tried it and you don't like it. I'd also love to hear about that, you know, because I do think that it's a natural thing for us to be able to turn life inward and focus on ourselves. So if you're having any kind of issues with meditation, as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm no master at meditation, but I think there's one piece of advice is just have fun and try lots of different things. Just enjoy it, because, and I heard a couple of days ago, I think it was yesterday actually, there was one girl, and she was, it's actually on Netflix, it was a drive-in show, and she said something really profound, and it never occurred to me before, and that was that she was quite new to race car driving, and they said, how do you do it? And she just said, well, I find that if I just enjoy myself, I do a lot better. Because obviously if you're thinking of the end goal all the time, then there's more reason for you to be critical of how you're performing. So like with the meditation, just enjoy it. Just try different things, enjoy yourself, see what comes up, and just go with it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for joining me on the Wealth of Self-Development. I really am glad that you're here. Please let me know in the comment box down below, and if you haven't already, like I always say, it wouldn't be a regular YouTube video if I didn't say like, comment, subscribe, because I really am trying to post stuff that is not, you know, silly. I just want to be real with you guys. I want to be authentic and true. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm looking forward to speaking to you guys soon. Peace and love.